Hello, Space Fairies, and welcome to A Spooky Story. It's really not that spooky. When I was a kid, I had a friend called Philo, and she used to move around a lot, so she always lived in these big, fancy rented houses because Kent in the 90s was cheap and had way too much open space. When we were about 8 years old, she lived in this manor right next to our school, which was so big that even her family of 5 did not use all the rooms. To give you guys some idea of just how straight out of a horror film this house really was, there was a separate dedicated room just for a piano that was not theirs. Literally, as I was writing the script, I was like, maybe my memory is exaggerating, but no, I checked on Google Maps and it is still huge and creepy. But the creepiest part by far was the basements. Yep, that is basements plural. See, the first time I went for a sleepover at Philo's, her parents gave me a quick tour because there were a lot of rooms that were just straight up off limits. We make it to the ground floor last, where there are 3 consecutive closed doors. Philo's mum says these are the basements. She opens the first door. It's a short staircase into a reasonably well-lit room with a washing machine and a dryer and just all the cleaning supplies. This is basement number 1. She opens the second door. It's this rickety, creaky wooden staircase into this exposed brick room that's just filled with cardboard boxes and general clutter. Like, the bulb is gone, but I can see it's pretty much just a storage space. This is basement number 2. She does not open the third door, and she tells me to never open the third door. I look at Philo in case there's just some kind of family joke that I'm missing, and Philo gives me the most solemn headshake you will ever see an 8-year-old make. Okay, noted. Never open the third door. Many months passed. Many sleepovers are had. Each time, the door is still there. Each time, the door stays closed. Eventually, I learn not to think about it. I learn not to even notice it. After all, it's just one closed door in a house of so many closed doors. Then one day, I visit Philo again. Philo's mum is not home, but Philo's dad is, and Philo's dad has an idea. He looks his daughter in the eye and he asks, "Shall we show her the other basement?" Philo looks solemn again, and then she looks menacing. Guys, I shit you not, Philo was her honest-to-God real name. It is also a brand of yogurt, but more relevantly, it is also French for trickster. I did not know this at the time. I grin and I nod. I want to see behind the third door. He opens the third door. And this is the third basement. First of all, there is no light. In fact, the darkness is such that it almost seems to steal the light from outside, and it takes my eyes a while to adjust, and straight away I can't see the stairs or the floor. And then my eyes do adjust, and then I realise that's because they're not there. No stairs, no floor. Guys, there was no basement, because behind the third door is just literally a well. An honest-to-goodness, pitch-black, old stone well. I promise you, I swear to you, this is 100% real. This house, this ridiculous manor in Kent, had been built on old farmland where there had been a well that was never filled, a well that was never covered up. They had simply built a room around it. And just to prove that this was no mere trickery, Philo, her dad, and I all threw pennies into the well, and we never heard them hit the bottom. Apparently, later that night, Philo's mum got pretty angry that the dad had showed me the terror well in the third basement, thinking that I was genuinely going to be traumatized for life. But it was literally fine. Nothing else happened. I knew what the third basement was now, and we never needed to open that door again. And Philo eventually moved to another new, far less creepy house. So we grew up to be, reasonably well-adjusted adults. And, it's not like I still remember it all these years later.